EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing and they get right into the game.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Here we go. System, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
46.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. 48. System, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Watch that. 66. Run it. Half. Slam.
First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Mike 54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, kill. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he rifles one incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 75 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We're going to 52. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 26.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. After one, it's 13-6. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
47. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. We'll roll this.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Mike, 54. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Slam, slam. Pilot, 64, weak.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, that's trash.
Check it. Reload. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Go Bandit.
Brady now on first down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 99. Check 99.
61. Matchbox lights. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Brady gives to Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Elliott. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Gun. Ringo. Swerve. Hey, me. I got this.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Prescott now from the 50. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Kill.
This is Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the... And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Wait, set. Down 80.
They're going to need some therapy after that.
Shadow. Go.
Mike 5-4. Bring it. Hey, watch that.
Rip.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
72.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Wait, 20.
Right there, 54 Mike. Shift.
General West.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken short.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Here we go, 46. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Too little, Cupcake. Mike, 26.
Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 6 to Mike. You. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
218, chopper. Hot. Ozzy. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got it. Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Watch 54. Hey, 66. When he hits.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it! Mike's 5-4. Hey, Haywood! 5-4. Focus, defense. Malcolm! Hey, one set.
Throwing again. Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike's 54. Hey, Charlie. I know he ain't got it. Right there. 53, Linda. Alert.
To throw is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cowboys 6.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
No, 66.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go Bandit.
Block me. You can't block me.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. We're going to 53. 36.
Here's Elliott. And some room to roam now. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 92 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tight down. There you go.
We're going to 54. 26.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a pass dropped off here for James White, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Get ready. Get ready.
Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, high 7. Check it, reload.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Kill.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Jamie Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Mike 36. Mike 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott. And this is incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Watch the run. They're running, man.
Hey, seam 6. Regular. 150.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
72. Hey, wahoo! 54 Mike. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Alert! Hey, hey!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
47. 10. We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Looking to throw. Prescott. A quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott forced out to his left. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jamie Collins, and the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check, 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 check. No, no, no.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
First down, here's White. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check, check, check. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Greystone, travel. Watch the slants. Watch the
They stay on the ground with White. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
Brady going to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Rip left.
Hey, I got him. That's me. Hey, watch that. Go Bandit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch twist.
One last shot now for Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New